Hello and welcome. I'm Adri Gregan, and I'm here for a special video. A special thank you in particular, because my channel has somehow, beyond my wildest expectations, reached 500 subscribers. Far from less than half a year. It's been like a quarter of a year only, and I'm already there. I had a feeling that eventually this would catch on, and that I wasn't the only one who wanted more substantial analysis and a less sensational take on anime reactions, but I didn't think it would come so quickly, and I didn't think you all would come so quickly. So I have to give you I want to give you my deep and most heartfelt thank you and welcome you, if you're new or if you've been here for a few months, to this journey. It's going to be a wild ride, and we're all in it together. So I'm looking forward to seeing what twists and turns it has with you. I wanted to take this time to also make some announcements. I need to start all of that off with a confession. You see, I am actually a disembodied brand. I've started a Patreon. And I think the welling up of anxiety and of panic I just felt saying that out loud, it speaks a lot to my own insecurities, I suppose. I'm sure you're probably wondering, why am I announcing a Patreon, something where you can give me money in a subscriber special? This should be about you. It should be my gratitude to you. Instead, I'm asking you for money. But it's gonna take a minute to quite explain it thoroughly and my whole reasons for it. So, well, if you're subscribed here, then you probably know what kind of person I am, and you're probably here for the long haul anyways. So let me just get started. First, some background. It all started when I was born, 25. I'm sorry. It's so dumb. I have not been as consistent as I want to be. In fact, I'm almost consistent in that every week there will be a span of at least 2 days where I don't upload, and I don't like that. And I don't want to keep that going, and I am sorry for that. Mainly, it's just been a lot of stress in my life. I've been going through an evictions court proceeding since November, really. As a result of that, my finances have, of course, been very tight, and my free time has also been very stressful, really, as I've just been worrying about this. As a result, I haven't had a lot of mental energy to really spare on a lot of things, and that's where the double-edged blade of my content kind of rears its ugly head, you could say. It's easy to look at my content and not really see all the energy that goes into it. It takes a toll on you. And that's not to say that it's unsustainable. Doing videos 7 times a week, it's very sustainable. It's just with the energy shortage I've been having, the hour-long video analyses that are very substantial and very valuable to me, I've not really been able to get myself into the mind space to do that a lot of the time. I want to get better with that. So I thought about it, and I thought, what can I do that would make this content not really feel like an option, feel like something, not that I have to do, I have to slog through, but something that I'm motivated to do. In case you haven't connected the dots, which you probably have, you're quite smart if you're watching my channel. If I could turn this into even just any sort of income, I think that would be the push that I need in order to actually get serious with it and really stick to my schedule. Now, I don't love the fact that I need to do something like that. I wish I could just have it in me to do it, but unfortunately, I need to be more patient with myself, and that's something I've historically struggled with a lot. So yeah, I've got my Patreon up. But that's not the end of the story. When I was thinking about what to do for it, I thought about different things I could do for it, because obviously I'm not just going to ask for money and give nothing in return. The first thought was do what most reactors do, edit down my videos and have full-length reactions on the Patreon. But I don't want to limit my content behind a paywall. My content is not about those hype moments, right? It's not about those 5 minutes of the episode you came for. It's about watching my thought process, watching my live analysis. That's why I titled it that. So in order to really do that, I want the full reaction up there. I think limiting that to the Patreon would take away from my content and would take away from you unfairly. So anything on Patreon should be supplemental, right? It should be a little nice bonus thing that you don't really lose much not having it. As a result, the conclusion I came up with were two things, two main benefits to joining my Patreon. One, I am going to be moving my unaltered reactions over onto there. I think the unaltered reaction is similar enough to the proper content that it's not really substantially taking much away. And it really does basically become bonus content that you can watch it just without the visual filter. It'll only be there for $2 though, so if you don't have a lot of money to spare, then just do a little bit of that and that will give you access to that. The other big thing was about something that's coming up probably this upcoming weekend, which is going to be my channel's first ever poll. It is going to be a replacement for Jujutsu Kaisen because I'm wrapping up season 2 this week. At least I should be, assuming I can stick on my schedule. And then next week I will be mostly catching up with season 3, and then after that it'll become a weekly show. Probably this weekend I will be releasing that poll video and it'll be up for a full week so you can vote on it. I'm not going to hide that behind a paywall. I don't think that paid sponsors should be the only one having a say. On the other hand, I do think that paid sponsors should have a larger voice because they are paying for the content, right? It's free content and it should be free content. I intend to keep it that way. But if you are generous enough to support my channel and to support me becoming more independent and being allowed to do this without having to worry about finances, if you are supporting me in that way, I think that gives you the full right to have more of a say in what I watch. So I've decided to come up with a system where I'm going to, depending on your Patreon tier, you're going to have effectively bonus votes. And I'm going to show you next weekend when I do the poll how I'm going to do it. It's basically a system like you rate each of the shows from a scale of 1 to 5. 5 is like you really want it. 1 is get this thing off the poll. I hate it. But that's generally the method. So I thought a good thing for Patreon, a good reward for that, and a good incentive for it is to give bonus points. Maybe the 5 will be, instead of a +2, is like a +4. So it gives you a little bit more of a voice without drowning out the voices of people who enjoy the free content, because I want you to be able to. I recognize that a lot of people are in financial straits in these days. And despite how I dress, despite how I look, it is an outdated idea that how you dress is how wealthy you are, because I'm sure there would be comments saying, oh, this guy's in a tuxedo and he's talking about how he's short on money. I hate to break it to you, but clothing is not a monthly subscription. It's something you buy once. You can get into the straits afterwards. Anyways, that's just a quick aside. Maybe that's my own insecurities. Maybe no one was even thinking that. In case you can't tell, I really, really value transparency. I really want this to be something, a collaborative effort between all of us, where we build out this community and this channel and this journey together. There's one last thing I wanted to talk about. It's something that's very part and parcel to kind of my channel. I want to, I suppose, provide a little analysis on myself or on Patreon itself. I really like it. I really hate it when I have to announce it because I hate that I'm forced to confront the fact that I need to attribute a worth to myself, that I need to tell myself I am worth other people's hard-earned money. But when I think about it, it's truly a magical thing. Not just Patreon, but crowdfunding in general. The idea that 500 people, my 500 subscribers, if I never gained another subscriber for the rest of my life, and all 500 of you donated $10 a month to my Patreon, this would be a full-time job for just 10 little dollars. And putting myself in your position, if I take like the price of a low-end burger now these days and give it to my creator, he can just focus on his creation, focus on entertainment. That is incredible. It's incredible how $10 can transform into something like that when a large group of people do it. Now, am I telling you to donate $10 to my Patreon every single month? No, I know a lot of people can't really afford that. Some people can't even afford $1, and that's fine. That's why I want my content to stay free. One thing I've learned in therapy is that you need to actively break down the all or nothing thinking, right? This black and white thinking. There's a lot of space in between $5,000 a month and 0. So let's say 10 of you donate $5 a month. That's still $50, which is a significant relief on finances for like groceries, right? Any little bit that you can contribute that you think my content is worth will help immensely towards me being able to produce more content. And I guess that wrapped back around to why I wanted to announce this during a like subscriber special, because I want this to be a way that I can come back around and focus on my content and give you more of what you came for. If you can support me, please do. I will not give you a number. I will not tell you how much to support me with, but I'm going to give you the best advice I've ever received as a consumer. Support me with the amount of money that you think my content is worth. If you think it's worth a lot, but you can't afford to, then obviously the latter takes precedence. So don't do it if you can't afford it. But if you think this content is worthwhile, is valuable to you, then it really does mean the world to me if you can support me and help me focus on this channel more. There's a lot of different things I have planned, and I'm really excited, especially as I widen out my horizons and start watching more shows. If you're excited about that as well, then yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. If you just happen to see this in your recommended video and decided to watch all like 20 minutes of it, Jesus Christ, I can't make short videos to save my life. If you are subscribed, then thank you. And please do consider joining my Patreon. At least take a look at it. I think you may enjoy what you find there. I do appreciate it. Not just the Patreon, not just the support, but the subscribers, the commenters, the people who like the videos, even the people who just click on it out of curiosity. There was something in my content that made you want to click. So thank you for trusting your time, your free time on me. That really does mean the world in a way that I still can't put into words several days after I made that post. I still don't know how to properly express my gratitude other than thank you. I will do everything I can to not let you down and to keep producing the content that you came for. So with that, I'm going to end it off. This video is literally 4 times longer than I intended it to be. I guess I'm just a rambler like that. I guess maybe that's why you're even here. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I can't wait to watch my subscribers dip by another 100 after watching this because I'm a horrible sellout. Speaking of sellout, I do have a book, by the way, if you want to read it. It's in the description. It's on Inkit. It's on a bit of a hiatus, but I do publish it online weekly for free. So if you like my thoughts and you would like to see what kind of story someone like me could create with the thoughts I have, then please do check it out. It's very representative of my commentary. I put my heart and soul into it. So I'm going to put all that sellout stuff out of the side and thank you one last time because I haven't said it enough. I can't say it enough. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for giving me your time. And thank you for joining me on this journey and building out this community. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. 2026 is going to be incredible. It's already gone so much better than I could have imagined. And I want to live up to that. So I hope to see you in the next one. And until then, wherever I see you next, have a lovely rest of your day.